So I saw a picture the other day, taken around 1930, black and white picture, of everyone on a train, and the title of the picture was "Technology is Affecting the Way We Socialize with Each Other," something of that nature. And every single person on the train was reading a newspaper. Just like today, everyone is down in their phone reading. So that's personally, I feel it's just a new medium for information.
I think the most effective thing for me to do is speak as a mom and say that mobile computing has had an adverse effect on parenting. And one of the reasons is because so many parents are so attached to their gadgets that they are not paying attention to their children. So many times I go to school pickup and I see parents who are talking on their phones instead of seeing their kids run out of the school and hearing about their day and talking to them about an excitement or a disappointment. Parents are missing a lot of nuances of children. And unfortunately, I think it has a negative effect on children, and I think it has a negative effect on their behavior and on their social skills, because we as parents are paying too much attention to electronics. Since we're tuning out. You know, you see a parent in the car on the phone, and her kids are sitting back there listening, as opposed to the opposite, which is the best way for parents to get information from your children is to sit in the front seat, not say a word, and listen to the conversations that are happening in the back seat. But we lose that because we're making them be quiet so that we can talk on our Bluetooth.
The way that it's affected society is that we hear about everything instantly. It didn't used to be that way. You used to have to wait for the morning paper, or be happening to listen to the radio, or the evening news, where everything was sort of regenerated on a 24-hour period. Now, when something happens, you hear about it instantly. That's a huge effect, in my opinion.
To finding out news instantaneously, it allows people to connect that otherwise wouldn't have the opportunity. For example, the revolution in Libya was almost entirely founded upon the idea of connecting over Twitter. So people wouldn't have been able to connect instantaneously. And if you ask Libyans today, whether the situation currently is good or bad is a matter of endless debate, but people were able to unite because they had a medium they never had before. They never had the opportunity to connect and talk to each other and make sure, like, okay, you're in for this because I don't want to go at it alone.
Is Libya a country where Twitter and Facebook are officially...
They're ubiquitous, absolutely.
But so they're not banned or suppressed?
No.
My first instinct is that it's interfered with communication, as I know it. And I'm from a generation where mobile devices were not the norm. You had to go knock on somebody's door to talk to them, or you had to go to your phone and make sure that they were at the other end of the line and there was no message taking. So I'm very conflicted because I like the idea of being able to communicate with somebody exactly when I want to.
Computing has made us more selfish, like self-absorbed, because we're just always like checking our Instagram or Facebook, seeing how many people have liked our pictures and like who's writing on our wall, and it just is so just when someone's around you and you're trying to like hang out with your family, like on Thanksgiving, I'm like worried about how many likes my Instagram picture has, and that's just selfish.
I think we're missing a lot of finding out where other people are, how they're feeling, how life is treating them, and my ability to exchange that.
You work with kids, right? I do work with kids. How do you think it's affected the kids? Has it changed the way the kids? I enjoy integrating technology into my teaching very much. They are very drawn to the technology. But again, there's just no substitute for using your hands and getting dirty. It's not the same.
Myself.
Right.
But what about our map reading abilities? What happened to those? Map reading was important. We had to see how one spot leads to another.
A lot of things become obsolete, though. Just like in history.
Map reading ability
It's true, but
is...
that was a real ability to orient yourself in the world.
No, I agree, and that's one thing I completely agree. I completely agree. People don't know how to navigate without a phone. If you look at the battery, you're screwed.
That means we don't know how to navigate the world in the big sense. In my opinion, map reading was...
We're also learning more about the world that we didn't know before. That's why I keep saying we never knew about it before. You know what I mean? Pros and cons. Possibly.
We tend to share a lot of our information on share tons of information, and on these things that we view as like homes. And so if we're on them, we might be giving away information that we wouldn't be able to give away at home. So we've sort of worked its way into society, and I think it's both benefiting and hampering society.
That I'm a dinosaur. I really don't think much of the communications that are going on today, because I see people texting while they're driving, accidents happening, and I appreciate all the wonderful things they've done, but I'm afraid I'm not a fan of texting.
Because it's dangerous?
It's dangerous, yes.
And it doesn't really bring people together?
It brings people together, but not in any way that's affected me personally, because I don't even have a phone anymore.
So you're unreachable.
I'm reachable.
Okay, mobile computing is a blessing and a curse, as I think we would all agree. The blessing is that you can keep in touch with people in real time at any time. The curse is that it's a complete distraction in many, many ways in everyday life. I'm ready to personally send up smoke signals again. See you.